Well, hello, POs. How's everybody doing out there today? I hope all is well. Welcome. Welcome to those who are watching me for the first time. My name is Sharon. My channel name is Sharina Belly. Hopefully you'll want to hit that subscribe button that could be found there, maybe there, up there. It's somewhere there. Just find it and smash it. But again, welcome to the channel, guys, where we are a channel who we do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, a little bit of that and a little bit of this. We do a little eating, we do a little discussing, we do a little just reviewing. We do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, like I said. Yeah, so y'all come on and find that subscribe button and just smash it for me, okay? Thank you in advance also. Thank you. So the reason for this video, guys, I wanted to come because I was looking at several different videos today. And it's a lot of, listen, I'm no stranger to what the truth is. And the truth is, it's a lot of strife all over the world, okay? It's this strife over here in the US of A. It's strife in other countries. You know, Russia, they got wars. They got wars here and there. And it's a lot of strife everywhere. But I'm just wanting to right now talk about the little strifes that's going on YouTube. Okay. Like I said, I have been watching a few channels, and I see that things are always bubbling up on these YouTube streets, guys. What you gonna say? I don't know if it's just because drama sells or people just in it because they just want to be in it. And when I say in it, in the thick of it, you hear me? Uh, but it's sad though, guys. It's sad um, to see if it's just a matter of people just wanting to be in it, just to be in it. That to me is basically is sad, you know, because why live that type of existence when you can go on about your business being great in it, you know? Why live this type of existence just, you know, for some clicks and views or a couple of dollars here, a couple of dollars there? I don't want that existence for myself or my POs, okay? And this one thing that I thought was kind of dying down somewhat, if you will, and it has to do with a Philly Phil and the daughter she gave birth to. She didn't raise the daughter. She was a young person when she had her daughter, and she was not allowed to keep the child. So she had to give the child up for adoption, which she did. I mean, which was kind of okay because back in the day, some families might have made you, you know, miscarried in some way or the other. But Philly Phil had the baby, and she was able to make sure the baby went to a home that was a Christian home. And listen, a couple of years ago, I first was introduced to this story. I think it was maybe 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half or so, that I was first introduced to the story. But it's a very sensitive type of story that you may not want to interject yourself into it. But I didn't. But I did do a video. Because the birth, the birth daughter, the birth daughter. She had came on the scene on the YouTube scene, and she started, making videos, and she was, linking up with other folks, and I don't know how good of a thing that was because the people that she linked up with did not have any kind of good taste in their own mouths, um, which is why some people would say that this birth daughter linked up with those people because she saw that those people didn't really care for her birth mom. So, and I don't know, some people would say that she came on the scene, this birth daughter came on the scene just to make trouble for her birth mom. I don't know, guys. I wasn't in the room, so I don't know how any of this unfolded. I can tell you the things that I have gone on this birth daughter's channel and saw some things, or I saw some things where birth daughter was visiting other YouTube platforms, and just things was going left all the way around. And I did do a video, not to bash anybody, but just to let her know, the birth daughter know, that it had to be a better way. I don't know what she feel like. I've never been in that situation, so I don't have a clear understanding. I'm just going to keep that 100 with you guys. So I don't have, but I know right when I see right, or you know, when I see it or hear it, I know right and I also know wrong. So because it was some things that I was hearing and listening to almost a couple of years ago, I did that video and I expressed what I expressed. But fast forward, here we go again, y'all. And when I tell you that I'm a person, guys, where I do believe that Almighty is able. He can take those lemons, and you talking about some sweet lemonade he'll make for you. But you got to be wanting that. Now, if you're just gonna continue to operate out of your lower self, Almighty ain't gonna be in that. He not gonna make nothing out of nothing. What's gonna be made is your bed gonna be made hard, and you got some hard lessons to learn. And Almighty will leave you at your own devices. He'll leave you to your own devices and let you learn whatever lessons, because there are things we can do. We can stand on Almighty's word, when he talks about how he wants what's best for us. He said that. He wants what's good for us. And we can stand on that. But some people want or would have things to be the way that they want them to be. They want things to move in the length of time that they would have it to move. But real life don't work that way. So why are people just thinking, trying to think that they can get satisfaction out of moving so swiftly on a thing, especially a sensitive subject like this? I don't know why they think they're going to get the results they're looking for. You're never going to get that. So I don't know why we don't just trust in Almighty Word. I went through and I found some scriptures that maybe birth daughter can, because she says she's a Christian. She says she believes in Almighty, okay? She says she's, you know, She's a Christian, but I don't feel that. I don't get that from her because of the moves that she's making, the words that she's speaking, you know. And sometimes she call herself trying to camouflage those words as if people don't know how to dissect. And there are some of us who can dissect those little pretty words that people try to, you know, fool you with. But anyway, I'm going to say this, and this is just going to be for the birth daughter. Um, and I'm not bashing you. I'm not trying to belittle your feelings or take away from your feelings, but all I will say is that there has got to be a better way because your way is not working. The things that you're saying, the things that you're doing, they're not working. So you need to go ahead. Well, you don't need to, you don't have to. But if you're looking for some better results from things, because I just feel that Almighty wants us to have what our heart desires are. And He knows what they are. See, we can open up our mouth and tell people this, and we can, oh, this all I wanted. But God, being a cardiac knower, which means He knows the heart. He knows, knows all up and through all the crevices. He knows the heart of man. He just do. So I'm not going to do a video about bashing anybody or coming up against what anybody is saying or doing. I'm just going to give you some scriptures, okay? Only because I've been on your channel and I've seen you talk about God like you really and truly serve Him. So if that being the case, I'm just going to give you some scriptures for certain little things. I could have written a lot more, but I didn't want the video to be yay long. So if you're afraid, birth daughter, if you're afraid, try reading. And all of these scriptures that I'm giving you are from the Old Testament, okay? And all of them are from the book of Psalms, okay? So if you are afraid, and whatever that fear is, if you are feeling afraid, check out, and I'm not saying that you haven't already read these, but just kind of maybe um, read it one day, maybe 3 days later, go back and read it again. And another 3 days after that, maybe you want to revisit, you know. But the first one is if you are feeling afraid, whatever that fear looks like for you, read Psalms 34, chapter 34, verse 4. That's if you are afraid, okay? If you're anxious, check out Psalms 46, that whole chapter, Psalm 46. If you're feeling depressed, because I can only imagine a lot of depression may have set in. It's a lot going on with you and the birth mom. If you are depressed, Psalms 34, okay? Facing a crisis, and it sounds like a crisis. I think your birth mom may not view it as that. Maybe in the beginning, but now I'm not sure because so much has transpired. So very much has transpired because, well, I'm not going to revisit the past. You were there, so you already know what went down. So I'm not going to rehash any of that. Facing a crisis, try reading Psalms 121, okay? If you feel like your faith may have failed you in any shape, form, or fashion, Psalms 41, chapter 9. No, no, I'm sorry. Psalms chapter 41, verse 9 through 13. Let me repeat that. When you feel like your faith has failed you. Psalms 41, verses 9 through 13. Needing guidance. And this is a biggie because we're always going to need guidance. We're going to always need guidance from our Creator. We're going to always need that. Now, we have to be careful because we lean on other people to give us guidance. And, oh, well, if you do it this way, and it's going to be better for you if you... you got to leave those folks behind. Leave them, maybe not behind, but leave. Now, I'm only saying this because, birth daughter, you say you are a Christian. So if you are a Christian, as you have told the YouTube streets, these verses in this book of Psalms should not be a stranger to you, okay? So if you find yourself needing guidance, Psalms chapter 32, verse 8, just read it. Just read it. This will give you a lot of guidance. Just go and read that, okay? And stop looking for man, because see, man don't know everything. We don't know everything. We want to portray ourselves as if we do. But we know that much compared to what Almighty know. We know that much compared to what our Creator knows, okay? He knows it all. He knows everything about you, me, them, they, the rest of them. He knows it all. So just mosey on over there and check out Psalms 32, verse 8. Get your guidance. If you want to overcome something, if you want to overcome, and it seems like you still in need, because I did go to your community wall and I read a lot of what you had to say. Well, one of them was so long where you was addressing another content creator. But I didn't read all of that. I maybe have read half of it, but you sound like you got some overcoming to do. In Psalm 6 is what you gonna wanna, find yourself reading, okay? Psalms 6. But I have another one, and it's Psalms 27. And I want to read that if I can see it, guys, because my light ain't that bright right now. But I'm going to try to read this whole Psalms to you, or to anybody who's, listening. And it says, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even mine enemies, and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord, and to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock, and now shall my head be lifted up above my enemies round about me. Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing, yea, I will sing praises unto the Lord. Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice. Have mercy also upon me, and answer me. When thou saidst, seek ye my face, my heart said unto thee, thy face, Lord, will I seek. Thy face. That's who you need to be seeking. And listening to these people out here who put on airs about loving you, liking you, not liking you, hating you. No. We need to seek. You said you are a believer. So you need to seek Almighty and let Him give you guidance instead of letting these people who you barely know. You barely know these people. You only met some of them on YouTube a year and a half, 2 years ago. And you know what, baby? No man knows the heart of man ever. Do you want to believe that? Or do you need to find out the hard way? Because find out the hard way you shall if you keep moving in the way that you're moving. Okay. Hide not thy face far from me. Put not thou servant away in anger. Thou hast been my help. Leave me not. Leave me not. And he won't. But you got to reach out to him and be serious about doing it. Neither forsake me. And he won't. O God of my salvation. When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. Did you hear that part? When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. Do you believe that or don't you? You can't be swishy-washy, wishy-washy, all up on the fence. You got to take a stand. Birth daughter, I'm not saying your father or your mother forsook you. But I'm just saying because I feel like listening to the stories and things that was being said back in a couple of years ago. It sounded like the birth mom wanted to keep you, but because the birth mom was of a certain age, she didn't get that chance to do that. But I understood that she made sure that you, birth daughter, was given to a Christian home. That was important to her. Because I think she wanted you to be near Almighty. Because you may need Him. And we all do. We all do. Whether we say we do or not. I know I need Him each and every day I open my eyes. Or every day that He opens my eyes. I need Him in my life. So yes. I think she was to be commended for that, to make sure that you was going to be brought up in a Christian home. Okay, we almost finished with it, guys. Teach me thy way. teach me thy way. See, we run around here trying to learn the ways of man. Man ain't even got their own stuff worked out. Man all twisted and turned and broken and it's just, oh my Lord. Okay, let me go on. Teach me thy way, O Lord, and lead me in a plain path because of mine enemies. Deliver me not over unto the will of mine enemies. For false witnesses are rising up against me, and such as breathe out cruelty. I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait on the Lord. And that's a problem we have too. Because we in this microwave age, we don't want to wait. But hold on. Taste and see how sweet he can be if you just hold on. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. I just wanted to read that, and that was the 27th Psalm. King James Version. Okay? And I just felt like I just needed to come and just give those scriptures. I took the time to look them up. Again, I'm going to say them for you. So if you want to go and, seek them out, you probably already, know these chapters and verses. But if you're afraid, read Psalm 34, verse 4. If you're anxious, Psalms 46. Read that chapter. Depressed, if you're depressed, Psalms 34. And listen, we got to get up out of that depression stuff. God don't want that for us. And I'm talking about anybody who's listening. This is not just for one person, but I'm doing this video with her in mind, that birth. But this can be for any of anybody who comes in contact with this information. This can be for you as well. Okay, so it's not just for anybody. This is Almighty don't operate. He don't say, I'm going to give that child this and I'm going to give that. All these instructions is for all of his creations. Okay, that's all of us. If you're depressed, Psalms 34. Facing a crisis, Psalms 121. When you feel like sometimes your faith gonna fail you, you just need God to give you some strength. Lord, just strengthen me. Because a lot of people back in the olden days, listen, there's nothing new under the sun. Things that happened back then is happening today. Okay? Sometimes faith fails. Sometimes we got to, plug back in to the source. Plug back into the source. But for one thing, guys, please don't think that you're going to plug into the source, get the strength, and then run on back over there to the enemy's camp. And then you're going to be strengthened. No, because they're going to suck everything that you done filled up on over here. You done plugged back into the source and then filled back up and filled up your strength and your courage, and you're no longer depressed. And you're running back over here to unbelievers. What do you think is going to happen? It's going to drain you once again. Okay? So this is why we don't need to be straddling no fences. Okay? We need to just stay where we need to get filled up at. And stop going over here to people who don't really mean us no good. Because believe it or not, there are a lot of wolves in sheep clothing. Playing around like they all for you and ain't gonna hurt you. the whole time they the ones that got a knife in each hand. And you can't see it because they pulling the wool over your own eyes, using your dead old wool, the sheep wool over your eyes, and you can't see it. So if your faith fails, Psalms 41, verses 9 to 13. If you're needing guidance, Psalms 32, verse 8. And just to overcome, be an overcomer. Who don't want to be an overcomer? Especially when we're having a hard time in this life. Some of us are. A lot of us are, really. But we know where we can go and get strength from. We can get strength to overcome these things, okay? Almighty Word tells you what to do. Check out Psalms 6, okay? If you want to be an overcomer. If you want to overcome some stuff. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to do this video because I don't know. I was just looking through, stuff was popping up in my feed, and I was looking at another content creator who I am subscribed to, and then I heard her, she was talking about this subject again, which I hadn't heard this subject. I hadn't heard about these folks in a long time. So I'm thinking, okay, stuff was maybe settling down. And then it's like the bad penny. Here we go. We done pop back up. But, nothing's too great for Almighty, but you got to be the one. If you really want peace in your life, you got to be the one to do the work to get it, okay? But let me say thank you again, guys, for those who stayed this long. Even if you watch for 10 minutes, thank you. 5 minutes, thank you. 3 minutes, thank you. Okay, because you might need to watch it 3 minutes, another 5 minutes, another 6 minutes. So listen, thank you. I thank you for just watching. And if you have comments about it, please feel free. I always say I like to talk, so feel free to drop your comments. Like the video, thumbs it up, please, if you so choose. If you don't, you can thumbs it down. That's okay, because everybody ain't going to like everything we have to say, and that's okay. That's all right. We have got to understand that, listen, we can't have, there's not going to be a thing where everybody's going to like everything about you and everything you say and do all the time. So we might as well go ahead on and wrap our minds around that and gird up our loins and just say, okay, not everybody's going to like it. What you going to do? Say thank you, Lord, for those who do. And thank you, Lord, for those who have other things going on. And they don't like it, what you going to do? So, but I thank you guys, and I appreciate you, spending some time over here, however much it was. I thank you guys. And listen, for those who have not subscribed, woo, please come on and hit that subscribe button. I say again, it could be over here. Move my bottle out the way. I got me a little lemonade in here. Could be over there. It might be over there. Could be up there. Find that that subscribe button, guys, and just smack away at it. And then you want to hit that bell, because that bell going to notify you when I come back with another video, okay? It's going to let you know. Sharina Belly back. Sharina Belly back. Sharina Belly back. So anyway, guys, yeah. Y'all go ahead and send me some comments. And share the videos out. Share it out. Share it to your family, your friends. Share it to the whole world. Share it to, look at this Miss Sharina Belly. What she talking about today? What she eating on now? What she got going on over here now? What's really happening over there, Sharina Belly? I don't know. Let the whole world know. Guys, I'm going to get on out of here. Thank you so very much for watching the video. And all whatever your engagement is, I just thank you for it, okay? So listen, I want y'all to be safe out there, okay? Wherever you go, whatever you do, be safe, okay? Stuff is still out there affecting people. I'm starting to see while I'm on the buses, more and more people are putting their masks on. It makes me happy because I can't stand when people just start opening up, stop coughing, ain't nothing covered, stuff starts all over the place. So, but y'all be careful, okay? Be safe. Be safe, okay? Love yourself, guys. Love yourself. Love someone else. Tell yourself you love yourself, guys. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of love, guys. Ain't nothing wrong with it. If you can, if you can do that, then hey, I don't know. I think maybe 1/3 of the battle might be all right. But yeah, love yourself. Tell yourself you love yourself. I love you guys. I mean it. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Do you hear me? Nothing you can do about it. So until the next time I see you or you see me or however this thing's supposed to be, I will see you in the next video. Almighty peace and blessings to each and every one of you. I hope my voice is not going down, because I'm trying not to yell, but because sometimes I get happy and I get excited and my day goes all the way up. And people be probably thinking, why is she screaming? Just done gotten too happy. That got a little too happy. I'm out. Bye, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Love you and I mean it.